You talk about getting to know your teammates. Are there guys that you know already, just from playing around and being around?
Not quite. That's why I'm so anxious to get in, get to know those guys, and try to earn those guys' trust, and let those guys earn my trust, and let them know, hey, I'm going to be in those trenches with you, and I'm gonna have your back no matter what.
Last year, the #1 pick, Tyron Smith, out there and talked about having Hall of Fame aspirations. Is your ceiling not that high, or your goals?
Well, I set my goals pretty high for myself, but I know you got to take it one goal at a time, and you can't just settle for when you reach one goal. I mean, this is a goal of mine right here, getting to the NFL. I mean, and I made it, so I have to set my goal another step higher, and that's to get with my teammates to win ball games, and hopefully a Super Bowl after that, and then who knows what happens after that? Hopefully the Hall of Fame.
What did Coach Miles tell you about the guys you're sitting next to?
Good group of guys. I mean, he talks so highly about everyone. I know everyone is familiar with him. He's familiar with those guys, and he just told me, hey, I can't lose right now.
You mentioned last night your confidence in yourself and your abilities, but what does it mean when you start hearing your name in the same sentence with Dion and what Dion meant to this organization and hearing all that?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, anytime you can hear your name in the same sentence as Dion, I mean, you got to be doing something right. But Dion is a great player, and he left a mark here on the Dallas Cowboys, and he moved on. And I'm one of the players coming up now, and I'm going to try to leave my mark.
Do you see that as extra pressure or more motivation?
Motivation. I mean, I try not. It's pressure on you as is being a football player. So I try not to put any undue pressure on myself. I try to just go out and get my job done.
Can you update us on the status of your wrist and your recovery?
Right now, I have to have the hard cast on for 2 more weeks, then I get my pins taken out, and I think a soft cast for like 2 weeks.
You know, Mo, you talked before about how this kind of hit you last night, the dream being realized, and growing up in Shreveport, playing at Fair Park. When did it start kind of hitting you that this could be a future for you, that football could be a way of life?
I thought about that when I was in high school. This is something I'm always doing. I'm pretty good at it. So why don't I try to just push myself even more harder and see where it gets me? So after just working out and taking it serious and not letting nothing stop me, just going out, giving it my all. That's why I try to teach skill in my son right now. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. If you're gonna do it, and you're gonna go all the way with it. You're not gonna half do it. And that's one of the things that I've done. I mean, I didn't settle for anything, any old thing. I keep working and I work hard.
Morris, is there more pressure being drafted by the Dallas Cowboys? Is that something that you've thought about?
No. Like I said, I don't see no pressure whatsoever. I mean, football is football. You just got to go out and get it done. You got to put the work into it.
How did Patrick Peterson help you in your development?
He's helped me a lot, on and off the field. I mean, when I first stepped foot on campus, he was my host, and he was trying to get me to come to the defensive side of the ball. And I was like, nah, man, I'm an offensive guy. I'm a receiver. I want the ball. So I didn't know what position I was going to play. I was back and forth, and I ended up liking DB. And I was making plays, and Coach Miles was like, hey, you just stay over there.
Has any of the other players on the team been in contact with you quarterbacks? If so, what was the reaction to the Cowboys moving up to get you?
From what I've heard today, it's pretty awesome. I mean, everybody's excited, everybody's waiting on me to get in, and I'm excited myself, ready to get around everyone.
What do you know about Rob Ryan's style of defense, and how does that fit with what you like to play?
I know he's going to go get after it. I mean, he's going to send them up front and press them up on the outside. And I mean, I've come from a defense where we pretty much did the same thing. Hey, everybody, you got your man, he got his man, and we're going to try to get to the quarterback and make him do something he don't want to do with the ball.
It hasn't always been sunshine, Mo. Since the combine, there have been some things that came out because you've had to kind of fight the public, perception of who Mo Claiborne is. How did you deal with that, and how has that made you maybe a stronger person, stronger player?
Just believing in God. Believing in God and sticking with the people who've been with me since day one. I mean, a lot of people don't have your best interest at heart. They may act like they do, but they really don't. But I just try to keep my circle tight. Not letting a lot of people get into my circle. I keep it tight and just thank God for every moment. And with those situations, I just took it one day at a time. And you think that was going to get me down, you got a long way to go.
How embarrassing was the whole Wonderlic story to you that came out?
I know what type of person I am. And I mean, I know that don't define what type of person I am. I know, and my family know what type of person I am. I knew that it wasn't going to stop me from getting drafted, obviously you can see. But I wasn't embarrassed by it at all.
Did you regret not taking the Wonderlicks more serious?
If I knew it was been this much heat about it, yeah.
Anything else?
Speaking of pressure of being a Cowboy, what about pressure from your family? They're fans now. They're,
Well, Morris, I want him to do because his dad's here and he's got other people that are pretty good. And we gave the mom that, but he's pretty proud of it too. Really proud. We're asking him coming up the hall. He had two other sons that were really good ball players too. And he said, well, what was the difference? And he said, Morris just worked at everything, just work harder, push harder. That's what he's done.